I'm just here at Helensburgh, just opposite Helensburgh's leisure centre. There's me and a couple of friends and that came through from Dundee to Dumbarton for we're staying the night at the Travel Lodge. It's just like a wee weekend excursion, and we're going to go to Loch Lomond tomorrow to try out one of our boat tour things. So it's just like a short excursion. I set off yesterday. Set off today, sorry, I'm losing track of the days. Friday, and we're only here for one night. We had our tea earlier at was it no car or something? I forgot the name of it, but we had our tea earlier at car something. I can't remember the name, so I'd have to check. It'll bug me now. But we then had our tea there, came through here to the Tower the Tower Cinema at Helensburgh, and we're going back to the Travel Lodge at Dumbarton, spend the night, and tomorrow we're just going to drive up to Alexandria, and go on the Loch Lomond boat trip. That's the plan. So I'm just looking over towards Greenock, that's across the Firth of the Clyde, Port Glasgow and Greenock, and the Erskine Bridge is over. I had to drive over the Erskine Bridge to get to this side of the Clyde earlier on. And that's the Helensburgh Leisure Centre. I didn't go in there for the swim, I just came down here for a wee walk, have a look over. It's quite cold. My friends are in the car, they're just waiting in there. I just have a wee look over there. So I'll turn the camera on and show you that as well. It was the Card Ross Inn. That's where we had our tea earlier. Card Ross. A place called Card Ross. It's basically between the Dumbarton area and Helensburgh. So it is late, it's about 9:25. We just finished watching the film. Watched the hang on. So I had to reset that camera. We watched the Armageddon Time. To zoom this in. So looking over towards Port Glasgow at this point. I'll try and move it slower so it's basically straight ahead there. That's Greenock. It's quite chilly now. Earlier on it was just torrential rain. It's kind of stopped now at the moment, but it is quite cold. The temperature's really dropped. So I'm not going to hang about too long. It's just basically going to be a straight drive back to the Travel Lodge, and just basically call it a night from there. The boat tours are 1:30 tomorrow in the afternoon, so here's hoping it'll still be running. So this is looking out into the town of Helensburgh. I'll turn it around and show you looking into Helensburgh. So as I was saying, still at the leisure centre. And the old Tower cinema thing that we were at earlier, it was an old church basically converted into a cinema. I don't know much about the history of it, but that's why it's called the Tower Cinema. I'll get the exact name for you in a minute, but there's not really much to see at the leisure centre, but it's just a swimming pool and sports centre sort of thing. Yeah, it's called the Tower Digital Arts Centre. The Tower Digital Arts Centre. You might make out this steeple if the camera will pick it up from here. The Tower Digital Arts Centre. It's got three or four screens, cinema screens in it, as I say, it's a church that's been converted into that. So, come on, I'm just going to show you the front of this building. I might as well just show you it. I'll just walk out the front and I'll just show you this, because you'll be wanting to see what the front of that looks like, no doubt. It'll be bugging you. You've seen the back, you've seen the side, so you might as well show you the front, eh? As I say, I just quickly came down here after coming out. The cinema's just up there. I just saw the view across the water, so I just thought, oh, I'll come down here in the car, and I went up in there for a toilet actually as well. And I got the views across the Clyde. So the front of the Helensburgh Leisure Centre, I'll turn the camera around and show you that. Nothing really overly exciting about it, but you may just want to see it anyway, so. As I say, it was just a convenient place to come down to park and have a look over the Firth of the Clyde, over towards Greenock and Port Glasgow, so that's why I came down this way really. Tomorrow, like I say, if all goes to plan and the boat's still going to be running, etc., then I'll try and get some footage of the boat tour around the Loch Lomond. It's just a sightseeing boat thing. They do longer ones than that, and in the summer season, but this being like the winter season, it's just confined to the hour boat trip. So an hour's better than nothing. So the three of us were hoping to be on that tomorrow at 1:30. As long as it's not too windy and it's still running, then I'll be on the boat trip on Loch Lomond, and I'll get some footage. So, that will do for now, I think. I'm just going to get myself in the car, drive back to the Travelodge at Dumbarton. That's done no bad today. We arrived here earlier, well, we arrived at the Dumbarton Travelodge. It was in the afternoon. Decided what we were going to do. Then we made my mind up, said, right, we'll have our tea at the Cardross Inn, and then I'll continue along, driving along here to Helensburgh to go to the Tower Digital Arts Centre to watch the film. There was only just a handful of films, we just selected whatever one was best at a convenient time. It just happened to be the Armageddon time, so we watched that. I don't think the other two really got into it, to be honest, but I kind of got into it. So anyway, we're just going to head back now to the Travelodge. Right, see you tomorrow. So that's our two mates that are coming here.
Hello.
And Kev. So we're just through here on a wee excursion. So we're obviously at the Travelodge now, and tomorrow we're going to set off and head up to Loch Lomond for the 1:30 sailing. So I'm just hoping it'll still be running, that there isn't going to be any issues with wind or anything, So when I get there, I'll get some footage for you. We're looking forward to it, aren't we?
Yes.
Kev, you looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, so anyway, I'll let you know how we get on, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. So that's us up. It's a far better day today than it was yesterday. It was absolutely torrential rain for the last couple of days. Today it's actually, at the moment, it's blue sky. So it's at Dumbarton Travelodge, and I'm planning on going up to Loch Lomond today with my other two mates, and we're going to go on the 1 hour boat cruise. So we only do the other ones at this time of the season. So I'm going to get myself into one of these. There's a garage here, there's coffee, there's Starbucks. I might get a coffee at there, I'm not sure yet. I've not had breakfast, so I might go into the garage, get a sandwich and a coffee. So, the car's been busy. Right, so I'll keep you posted on what I'm doing today. Actually, what to mention, originally I was going to be doing hiking on the Sunday, so I was only going to be spending one night here. But I got an email saying that the hiking was being cancelled because of the flooding. So as a result, we all decided we were able, A, to spend another night here, B, that there was rooms available, and there was, and we're even able to keep the original rooms at short notice. So it didn't cost that much more in comparison to what I paid originally. It did cost a lot more, but not well, it did cost a bit more, but not enough to warrant me not to do it, or us to do it. So this is looking over towards the River Clyde, over that way, this looking south. That'll be like green on the other side. Well, you might not see it very clearly, but that's looking over towards the River Clyde and the south bank there. Where I'm at is at the north bank of the Clyde. That's Travel Lodge. So, I could maybe turn this camera in and give you, there's not much to see here in particular, but I'll just show you what it's like, and then I'll get some coffee and breakfast. So I'm not sure exactly what the plan was. Things change, you know. We're definitely doing the boat today. I may do the Glasgow thing tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to go about it, but we're going to obviously fulfill our day doing something that we all enjoy doing. Like I say, it isn't really anything special, this travel lodge. It's just basically quite a small travel lodge, really, and it's useful for a roof over my head for the night. So, in this case it'll be 2 nights now. So, okay. So, not really much here in this particular spot, but as I say, it's handy for. It's got the usual stuff: the garages, the coffee stuff, and there's a restaurant across the road actually, but we didn't try that. We went somewhere else. We went to the Card Ross Inn for the tea yesterday. I don't know what we'll do tonight, but we'll decide. I could show you the main road. Not much, but I'll show you anyway. So there isn't really anything fancy here. It's just and that was the restaurant across the road. We didn't try that one yet. So a cup of coffee time and breakfast time. Yeah. Sunday day, that's for sure. It was absolutely bucketing with rain the last couple of days, but it's turned out really nice. So I think we're doing alright with the weather just now. We're just getting a camera shot, by the way. Balloch at Loch Lomond. You're terrified, you've never been on a boat before. It's okay. It's a big boat, you'll be fine. So we're just here at the Sweeney's Tours area where they run the boats. And it's the Silver Marlin we're going to go in. I think it's going to be that one, or is it the Silver Dolphin? I can't remember. It's on the email. It's either one of the two. I'm guessing it's Silver Marlin we're going on. So this is Balloch and Alexandria. There's a wee spot. And we're going to start our boat tour from here at Balloch and up the Loch Lomond, probably half an hour up the Loch and half an hour back. It's only an hour tour. But during the summer they do the longer tours, the 2 hour ones they do. I think there's an evening one as well. But so far, this time of the season, it's just the 1 hour one, so it's better than nothing. So Amanda there's never been on a boat before at all, so it's quite an experience for her. I'll be fine. Famous last words. Nah, it's a big boat. So I'll turn this in and show you some of the footage. First thing is just back up there at the free car park. That's the bucket up there. That's closed at the moment, so I'm assuming it's just a case of going down to the boat and doing all the check-ins and that down there. The weather has just incredibly changed. I mean, there was a complete torrential, it was just a washall on the way down yesterday and Friday. You wouldn't even think this was the same season, the way the weather is now compared to what it was like yesterday. In fact, earlier this week it was just a torrential rain, floods and everything. So a lot of road closures and that back home at Dundee, Angus area, and I'm sure there'll probably be other road closures around about Scotland, but today you wouldn't even think that was the case. Some bits of the roads have been bone dry. Until I saw that big puddle there, that kind of reminded me that, yeah, there's been a lot of heavy rain. I didn't expect to see that quite close. It's like the boat could come up and slip me. This is where the coaches would sit. So the water's kind of, it's overflowed up to here. Big swans back there as well. So yeah, I saw this, just how far the water's actually came up. It's a stark reminder that it was pretty grim. Yeah, no bother. I'll wait for you in a second. So yeah, that's the boat. It's the Silver Marlin after all. I just confirmed that with the one of the staff members there. So like me, I like to get here early. So I've got a wee bit of time to hang about. It's like there's a boat in dry dock there. That'll be this one they use in the summer, the bigger boat. I've been on that one before actually, and sure that's when it was in the summer, but it's in dry dock at the moment. This will be the time for the boat to get its maintenance and that before the season restarts next year. So I'm going to get myself up to the bridge and get some views down of the harbour and that for you. So I'm on the lovely Balloch Bridge, just looking over the River Leven. So, as I say, the weather just couldn't be any more different than what it was yesterday and the few days before that. It was getting to the point where I thought it was going to be cancelled just because of stormy weather, but you wouldn't believe it'd be the same, just a day apart. It's right still there waiting. So, I'm just going to get myself down there for the check-in. They say get there about 15 minutes before the sailing time, so I'll get down there now, and I'll get the rest of the filming and that done on board for you. enjoyed it. I'm sure it'll be something very different. Everybody else has been on it, came off. But I know I've enjoyed it, it'll be fun. So I'm going to go out and have a... Want to go to the upper deck then, no? This was when I went to the upper deck. I'm going to go to the upper deck. I'll be a bit cold down there, but I'll put my jacket on before I do that. Just up the upper deck in the boat. Just at the bow of the boat, the front, and we're scheduled to leave in a couple of minutes. So I think I've got that right. It's the bow, the back's the stern, port side, and starboard, something like that. So the mates are and they're staying at the bottom, inside. I might get a bit cold right enough when we get moving, but I'll probably put my jacket on later once we get out to the loch. It's good. You say the weather's just totally incredible. You wouldn't think it was the same season, the way the weather carried on like earlier in the week. It's just horrendous. But look at it now. I'll show you some of the views. I'll show you more of the views once we get moving actually. So I'm going to get a move very shortly. See, the bar will be open shortly, so that'll calm my nerves a bit. I can't forget it because I'm driving, so just be soft drinks and coffee for me, I'm afraid. So I'll go back out to the stern of the boat later once we get out there, and I'll do the bill as well, give views for you. Just in the lower slate indoors at the moment. See once we get going, I'll get turn it on and get the views for you. So that's just doing it. Yep, that's Red drift, set sail. Half one on the door. Thrusters. Back out here again. I can't really stay in long, I've got to get out the front, get out with it. Some people like it inside, if I get the chance I get out here in the open, just watching the sailing up. That's good because at this time of the season I've got this area pretty much to myself. In the summer this would be jam-packed with tourists and you wouldn't. You're kind of like searching for a space, you know, but everybody's in there, keep warm, so I come out here and enjoy the sail. Just like right below the captain's cabin. Along the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. It's brilliant. Well, we're not, we're just sort of like coming off the river leaving, but we're not that far from the actual Loch Lomond, so we're not quite at the banks of Loch Lomond yet. Well, we're not overly far from it. So. What I don't want to be doing is dropping my camera over the edge here, so I've got particularly coldest. In fact, I'm not even going to. Just the thought of that doesn't really.
Welcome to Loch Lomond, known as the Queen of Scottish Lochs. It's the largest expanse of fresh water in Great Britain. 23 miles long, 5 miles wide and at the northern end, 636 feet deep. Wildlife, and its history is as rich as the landscape that surrounds these mysterious waters. It's a place where kings have trod and outlaws have roamed. It has inspired writers, musicians and artists.
So you get the guy that does the coast, I can't remember his name. I forgot his name, but he's doing a narrative. It's like a pre-recorded narrative of the loch and that, surrounding the areas. I think that'll be the Ben Lomond's up ahead. So it's just
Floating islands and kelpies have been passed from generation to generation.
the narratives Neil Oliver does the TV series Coast. That's the pre-recorded narrative. Ben Lomond. That is Ben Lomond. I've been up there years ago with a hike club. It's like it's a Munro. It's about it's under 1,000 metres anyway.
The large building we're passing on our left is Cameron House. Cameron House was built in the 80s. Whose most famous member was the poet and novelist Tobias Smollett. Such was the wealth and influence of the Smollets, the house has welcomed a few famous guests in its time. Visited, as was the case with many ancestral homes across Britain, posts of upkeep, staff and servants became accessible.
Cameron House. Cameron House. We were thinking of going there yesterday to, there's a cinema there, we might go there tonight, we'll see. That was the house he was talking about. I think this is about how far out we'll come, because we're travelling about 30 minutes in this direction. The whole tour lasts an hour, so we're kind of turning now to head back inwards. Come up quite a bit anyway. It's only an hour tour. Just head back to Balloch. Got a nice view of the Ben Lomond's highway there. So we've just turned the direction back into, we're coming back inwards now.
Looking again to our left, the large mountain with its head in the clouds is the iconic Ben stands at 3,000 southerly Scotland's 208. Well, that's just coming back into port, back into Balloch. It was
it's just a circular trip. It lasted an hour, so just got back where we started basically. It was very nice. I did very well with the weather as well, considering. So later on we're going to go to Cameron House Cinema. I'll show you what the cinema looks like. We'll go up there, book tickets, have a wee look around, and we're going back in to get something to eat later. It's a film at 5:30. Yep, it's really nice. Enjoyed that. So I suppose the hardest bit for the skipper, the captain, finding a parking space. Well, they got a parking space, but it's just getting it parked. Obviously they use bow thrusters to turn the boat around. Make sure that the stern is bow thrusters. Obviously it's putting the force in that direction. It's forces the ship into reacting in the opposite direction. It's just using jets of water to the stern. Speaks for itself, so it's like the building front. No ship experience. For sale as well. So that'll be the bolt thrusters do the turning the ship. That's why it can ship the boat. It causes there's no steering, so it pushes the jets of water going in that direction. So a force on the other side to cause it to turn. Uses jets of water. You can hear the bolt thrusters turning. It's obviously driven off the engine. So it's just getting berthed up. That's his parking space there. That's the other one that's in dry dock at the moment. I think that's the bigger one that goes out in the summer. Get my personal belongings and that, and then I don't leave anything behind. It's been good, enjoyed that. So, continue on with the rest of our excursion now. We're back at dock. Was it £15 for an hour? £14.50 for an hour. Which is not bad, I suppose. She had thrown the rope up to dock. Show you this bit. Just sorry, the engine is way in now. More than it's over.
Thank you for our sail with us today. I hope you've all enjoyed yourself. If you could please take care when departing the vessel.
This is on dry dock now. Someone's glad. So just all offloading. Really nice. You should never do that actually. Something you should never do when you're on these areas where the ropes are is stand over them, because you know they could torque up cut you in half. There's that much force behind it, but you've got to be very careful. Because obviously the amount of force, the tonnage on there, you don't want to get, if that's slack and suddenly it comes up, then you never ever stand over. Although that was an electric cable, I wasn't standing over any ropes. You never do that, because if it's loose and that thing moves, the boat moves, that cable will just come right up with extreme force. You think of the weight of the tons. It's a very dangerous job, that bit. The roping, because of the amount of force on there. I was always told to watch up. Well, it's just got to be very careful. Right, they're waiting on me. Yeah, I recommend it. So, as you say, the tours start off here at the Balloch area, just at the centre of the bridge. The ticket office just up there. Just there, but that's shut in this season. You'd be better booking online. That's what I did to get the tickets, and the check-in was just done at the boat. As I said, it's £15 for an adult. That was the last hour. You can see how big the boat is. It's not big, but it's, it does the job for the amount of people. It's got a wee bar, toilets on it as well, so you're well equipped for an hour or two anyway. So the car park, if you're coming by car, there's a free car park just up there, but it does fill up quite quick in the summer. I've been on this before, I've done a video on this actually last year. Yeah, it was 2021 summer. I've done a holiday up at Irvine and a group of friends here to Loch Lomond, and I've been on it many times before. So right, they're waiting on me, so I better go. Right, I'll let Ken get on with the rest of my break. Yeah, so I'm at the Cameron House complex. It is a really plush place. It's really expensive. The cinema is in there somewhere, I don't know where, but I'm going to be able to find out, get tickets for later on tonight. The film starts at 5:30, so dressed in a pair of jeans and a hoodie. I don't care, I just go and dress as I do. I just think it's a really posh place, but who cares? Money still spends the same, and we're going to be customers to find out as we get the film. Yeah, so just think of that. Yeah, I was just thinking of that episode of Still Game, High Society. So where Jack and Victor and that were pretending to be toffs. I get the feeling. I don't know, I've never been here before, but it does really sets an impression when you see, especially the price it would, because you check the cost of what it would be for a night here, and it's 300 quid, Kev, isn't it, for a night here?
Yeah.
£300 for a night, so it just gives you an idea how much money's been spent here. I certainly wouldn't have £300 for the whole excursion, never mind for one night. But anyway, let's find out where this cinema is before it's too late, because we've got to find out where the cinema is, buy the tickets. There's only so much number of time, we're still get something to eat, so we shall get researching into where the cinema is. So there's multiple car parks in this complex, and in car park 1 I was able to find a space in there. Obviously a lot of visitors will use this area, so there's a bit of a complex in here. Now I don't know where the cinema is in this complex, so I've got to find out where it is and get the tickets. We wear a kilt.
No, wear a kilt.
It's all about there. I mean, it's really quite a nice place right in the bags. Look at that. Wow. So this is just on the. It's on one of the banks of Loch. Well, obviously on this side of the. I think it's a west bank or something, maybe. I'm not sure. The directions. It's north. It'd be the west bank, wouldn't it?
No,
Sure
you
it'd
would
be the
need that
west.
welcome
Certainly on
break, but it tells you how the
the same
different
side
plans.
as the.
You get a book on the.
Well, we're leaving when we set off. So if you're heading, well, it must be the west bank we're on.
Like the mum, she got
Yeah,
Robert's
it'd be the west bank.
special and she got her married name Clark.
Stuff like
She was
that.
here the date on that.
It's got a swimming pool in
Don't
it.
worry.
Swimming pool. Well, what? Have a look at the menu, get an idea of the prices. Couple of figures probably. What?
£4 for a Coke.
That's a food court.
Yeah. Some of the prices are not too bad.
Bacon cheeseburger.
16 quid.
Some of it's dear, some of it's reasonable. The other ones is we maybe pay that kind of money in certain places, but I think we're forgetting what most of the time here. I'm a bit shings.
Imagine that briefcase you saw in the chart shop. Imagine that with money.
Aye.
Everybody's on holiday.
Monopoly money.
Everything.
He would, sure he would like.
It's funny.
He would like it though.
What else have we not met?
So that's where we were earlier, and the boat went up towards that's Ben Lomond. You can just see it. That tree's in the way anyway, but it's got the clouds scraping the top of it. It's not very. I'd maybe get a better view from here actually. If I move, you might just see it. Ah, there we go. But Ben Lomond. Ben Lomond. Jeez, check this out. Chandeliers and everything are just massive. I get it, yeah. Hang on.
You can't video.
Somebody's not playing the ball. No. I'm going to do the dishes. Come and do the dish clean. Big, probably.
Go and get a
I'll go and get in actually. Get a shock at the prices, but that's a speedboat we saw. One of them. I'll zoom into that. I saw a few of them actually in the boat. Right, I'll go and find out where the heck this cinema is. I'll do. So I'm going to wait to find out where the cinema is. I'm going to get a brochure as well just to find out what it would cost for a night here. Because it's a lovely place and we wouldn't mind. Cost a fortune. But yeah, it'd be a dream to spend the night here. So I'm just mucking about. I'm wasting time. I'm going to have to find the red carpet and all that. Wow. I better switch this off actually, really seriously.
So if it's for statements, he could you just went out with you?
It's better. So we're getting in, we're getting to show where the cinema is. Get a wee guided tour. So yeah, the cinema's in there. But we'll keep them waiting because we're going to get the tickets bought. So we're in a 5-star hotel. I'm there at the reception at the moment. I'm getting brochures. I'm just going to have a look down here to get to the cinema, and I'm going to buy the tickets. So here I am, just walking with a pair of jeans on and a hoodie. Everybody else has got their suits and quite a posh area. Oh, made that worse. I think it's just a light actually, it's reflecting off the lens. Oh jeez, check this out, check the length of the corridor. It's absolutely massive. It's lovely pictures as well. beautiful place. So, oh, that's a lovely bar. I'll show you this. So the staff are really helpful and really friendly in that. When they came in, I was greeted and she helped me to show us where the cinema was, and that nice and friendly. Helpful staff, so very good impression there. It's a big complex, obviously. Just going past all these. Oh wow! I'll show you that. So I can't just go marching in there with the camera, but I can show you just from here what there is. I don't want to just be filming people, obviously, but that looks amazing. So it's got its own swimming pool as well. I'm not going to film in there, obviously, but it's leisure club. Swimming pool, can't from there. But yeah. Oh, sorry, getting a call coming through. I just walked past the cinema there. So that's a bit bright. I was trying to show you the sign. It's quite nice actually, the way it's lit up. That's it. So, I've filmed where the cinema is. Now I'm going to get myself back, get the tickets bought, and might even have a meal here. The prices were, some of the stuff was dear on the menu, other things were, you know, it's a novelty, isn't it? So that's where it is. Loch Lomond Suite, 300. I won't be 382 bedrooms, that'll just be like level 382, I think. But maybe we peek in there. I don't know if I could film in there, like, but I can't if there's a film on, obviously. But so there isn't a film on at the moment. I think the next one will be the one we're going to watch at 5:30. Right, so I know exactly where the cinema is now. There's loads of it. Well, I'm certainly not sure at the moment, but it could get busier, so I better get a ticket shown later. I had to edit a bit out there because I was just waving my camera a bit, but we've got to be careful with especially with changing rooms and that, you know, I've got to be careful with. So, lovely place. I've just kind of got myself lost with, oh no, that's something else. Yeah, I've just indulged myself here, kind of. Well, I'm definitely with that bar. Although I won't be able to drink any alcohol, at least I could get something, maybe like a soft drink, and say, well, I've experienced it at least. The wee shop. Jeez, what's the prices? So it's just it's got a wee gift shop in here as well. It's a 5-star hotel, so it's got everything like swimming pool, cinema, gift shops, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just a bit of the main foyer. It's nice of them, nice friendly people here. So I'm going to get the tickets bought now. Tickets booked. It's done in a kind of different way. What they've done is they've sent a link to my email address, and then I've got to pay it through that way. So I thought I could pay by card or cash, but they don't. It's reserved, but I've got to send a link to my email address and do it that way. That's the way they do it here. So I'll get that. I'll go and get the email and I'll get that paid that way. And I might even go for that restaurant as well. So I know, but
Back through women in dressing gown on, like.
But we've
No, you can't.
so I booked the tickets for the cinema.
Couldn't do that.
We're going to wait have a meal
Imagine making that.
to the restaurant out, and we're thinking of next year spending the night here, or whenever, like, spend that money for a. It's a novel, eh? You know what I mean? We're here once, and we're just trying it. I mean, I've never, you know, just 5-star luxury hotel, so it's really about the hotel. I mean, I do it practically normally, but like when I go places, I go to the travel lodge because it's practical. If I go in places, I'll visit the area, and the travel lodge it's functional, it's useful. I know what to expect, and it's usually the location that's handier and the convenience of getting to it. And always pretty much guaranteed, well, nearly guaranteed a car park space. There's usually places, food places, and that the quality, I know what to expect. So the travel lodge is just for functional uses. It does what it says on the tin, so to speak. But this place would be for a purely novelty reasons to spend that much money for a night. I mean, sure, it'll come in different packages and that. There'll be different suites and all sorts of things. But this would be a holiday resort for this area. You'd spend your time here, especially in the winter, because it's going to be, you know, your days are short. So you'll be spending your time here at the complex, and about that. Yeah? So yeah, lovely place. So we've decided instead of getting a chippy, we're going to go out, find a chippy somewhere, fish and chips, take it away, and treat myself to this place instead. Bit of a step up for a chippy to here. So we're just dressed with who cares, you know, I don't give a I don't judge people for how they dress. So chip in there, treat myself. Yeah, getting hungry. You're right, we're going to. Wow. You got to be Victor on that episode of Fly Society.
You can't say that. Can't say that.
Pretend we're tops. You know, if you're a Still Game fan, you'll know what I'm on about. It's the episode Fly Society where Jack and Victor pretend to be our boss today, and then Naveed, Tam come along, and there's what else? Naveed at the end comes along, Heiser as well, Winston. And that. If you know the episode, you'll know what I mean. So, but yes, it's ourselves sat at a table, and we're just going to wait a menu, food menu. So we're at a table there, drinks, meal. So I'm going to just get myself, I don't know yet, steak pie maybe, I'll have a look, fish and chips perhaps. Get the local ale, North Sea had it.
Do you do ice cream?
No, I'm not in that.
Beautiful room. This is the library. Amazing. The real fire and everything. They're out there, I'm going to have to catch up with them, but just quickly I had to be in here. Right, so that's us back at the travel lodge. And just in the room here at the moment, I'm going to get my laptop and go down to their room, and I'm going to watch something on Amazon Prime using the Wi-Fi in my laptop. So it was good at the cinema. I fell asleep. The film I'd seen it before. I saw it at the 4DX IMAX cinema at the Glasgow Renfrewshire Sign World a few weeks ago. And I only went there again to try out that lovely posh place and for the other two mates to try it out as well. So about halfway through I kind of did fall asleep genuinely. You got that was £15 for an adult. You got like a free drink, a free bag of crisps to go with it. So as a complimentary free drink and crisps. So yeah, it was nice. So the plan now, this was an extra night. I don't know if I mentioned that the hill walking hike for tomorrow was cancelled because of the bad weather. Now, unbelievably, the weather was really nice for us because, as you saw earlier, it was a blue sky, it was really lovely. And just when we needed it the most. Now look at it now, it's back to raining again. And it just started raining when we were coming home. So the weather actually just, that window of time was perfect. Because we were on the boat and you saw, the pictures and video footage was just brilliant. And the time wandering around the streets of Dumbarton and having to be wandering about outside. The weather was just perfect for us. And the boat trip, obviously. And then when we went to the complex, the Cameron House complex, we spent a wee while in there, you know, with a meal in the cinema and that. And obviously it got dark at this point and then it was time to get back in the car and drive here. It was raining. So we were lucky, very lucky, because it's not going to affect us now that it's bucketing me rain again. Anyway, go home tomorrow. We'll all go home tomorrow. As I say, this was an extra night because the hill walking was cancelled, so I managed luckily to get an extra night here in the same room. So I'll just be driving back the motorway, the same direct route that I took getting here, the M8, etc. And then A9 and M90 back to Dundee. So we've got to be back for, they need to get back for something, so I'll just be kind of like straight home, straight drive back. So I'm just kind of just taking it easy. Anyway, right, so if there's anything I think that I could show you tomorrow morning or whatever on route, if there's anything, and I'll do so. If not, then I'll do it now. Right, we'll see what happens. Okay, bye for now. Right, so that's it, it's home time. So I'm just warming up the car, get the demisters on. That's the rain on again. It wasn't raining this morning. Well, I got up at what, 10 o'clock, wasn't raining, but now it's 12 o'clock, it's back on again. But we were lucky with the weather yesterday, like I said. So just going to grab a coffee out of either the Starbucks for going back home or the garage. They do Costas at the garage, they do the Starbucks on it. Starbucks, obviously. And then I'll just head back to Dundee. I'll just go straight back, just along the motorway, the direct route, especially with the roads and that the way they are, because the amount of rain we've been having over the last few days, there's a possibility that some of the roads, other than the motorways, may be closed due to flooding. So I'm going to stick with the motorways and that. There's probably less likely that those are going to be affected as badly as the single carriage roads. You know, the scenic routes would be better if it was summer, less risk of the roads being closed with flooding and that. Besides, we've got to get back for a certain time anyway for something, so it's just a straight drive back. So there's not really going to be any more, I won't need to video anything today regarding the excursion, just be straight home. But we all enjoyed it. We spent the extra night here because today, right now, I would have been hiking if it all went to plan with the Caledonian Hike Club, but they had to cancel because of the bad weather, the roads, flooding, etc. It was because of the flooding, basically. I got the email through, so I was in there and I got it and I said, well, okay, we'll see if we can spend another night, and it worked out fine. We were able to book another night at the Dumbarton Travel Lodge. I've got the same rooms and that's where we based it. This is just a base, basically. It's just where we start, finish. It's the roof over the head for the 2 nights over here. And we did a bit of exploring around the area and that as well. That's good for they too as well. One of my friends has been on a boat before, so that was an experience for her. But yeah, we all enjoyed it. I'll show you what I can in the video. So, right, I'm going to have to get shooting off, just driving away back home and soaked with the puddles at this rate. It just shows you the amount of water. But hope you enjoyed that. Just see what else I put on my channel, and thanks for watching. If anything major or amazing comes up, I'll film it for the is if it's possible. I'll do it, but don't think it will be. That's excursion over. Oh my good grief. Just the depth of that puddle there. The back wheel of that bit, just shows how deep that puddle was here. Anyway, right, I'm going to have to go. Right, bye for now. See you later. Bye.